So we are going to continue our coverage over X-Men, or Immortal X-Men, where we pick up with Immortal X-Men number 4. Now with this book, it's really more about Emma Frost and how she wants to step away from the limelight. And what I mean by that, in earlier books, we have saw her stated that she wants to leave the Hellfire Club. She wants to leave the Quiet Council. She just wants to have a quiet life to herself because she has done so much for the mutant nation. She feels like she has the right to actually step down and to take a break, which honestly she does, except every single time she tries, she gets pulled right back into some kind of drama, like right now, because you have her just laying in bed and she realized she has to get ready for this year's Hellfire Gala event. The problem is she's wondering how in the world can she top last year's event, because last year they had revealed to the entire world that they were able to take Mars and turn Mars into a planet where humans and mutants can live on. That was a huge achievement. And the question for her right now, how do you top that? And honestly, how can you? Now while she's wondering that, she's wondering, could anything else big happen while she plans for the next big event? And really, she's correct, because when you go into the next page, what you see is the front page of the Daily Bugle. And they are saying, hey guys, in case you didn't know, the mutant race has the ability to bring someone back to life. Now remember, it's not really them bringing someone back to life. It's really more of they are able to make you a clone body, then download you into that clone body, or download your memories into that clone body to say, this is Cyclops coming back to life. But at the same time, it's more of, this is the clone of Cyclops who is going to replace the last Cyclops. But this is still bringing someone back to life. And that is huge, because now the human race, they know about it. And now you're going to have humans wonder, can you bring back my grandfather, my grandmother, my daughter, my son? Bring back the ones I have lost over the years. It's not fair for mutants to basically hold onto this process and not share it with the human race. And with word getting out there that the mutant race have the ability to bring someone back to life, it spreads like wildfire. But this ties into another problem. That problem is drugs. What I mean by that, the mutant race was able to give the human race drugs to take to give them the ability to live 5 years longer. That was huge. But again, you now have the humans say, so you gave us a drug that could get us to live longer, 5 more years, but you kept the idea of immortality to yourselves? How is that fair? Now, Emma Frost, she snaps. When I tell y'all she snaps, because she's saying, how dare you? Because you, the human race, have killed millions and millions and millions of mutants. Let's not forget Genosha, 16 million mutants died. And with their deaths, you laughed at us. Y'all, some of y'all sold the parts that were made to make the sentinels that hunt us down to kill us. Some of y'all took us as slaves and sold us. But here you are right now, telling me that my race is in the wrong because we are not allowing you guys to have the same thing we have. But for many, many years, y'all did the same thing for us. But at the same time, Emma Frost right now has no choice but to go back to the Quiet Council, talk to them about the idea, how are they going to handle something like this getting out to the world? Do they keep this to themselves or do they share it to the world? And that is the big question right now. But once she does go back to the Quiet Council, they begin to talk about what they should do. And honestly, you have so many different options. Hey, you know what? Ignore them. No, we should probably help them. No, we should do this, do that. You have so many different options coming in left and right, wondering what should they do when it comes to the idea of the human race having access to our technology, access to our process of bringing someone back to life. But then you have the Quiet Council stop because something else big happened. And it all comes back to X-Men number 12 that we have covered. Because let's not forget, our heroes, the X-Men, they were fighting against Dr. Stasis. And at first, we had no idea who he was. But at the very end of issue number 12, we found out he is Mr. Sinister, just completely different. And the question is, how is that possible? Because right now, at the Quiet Council meeting, we have Mr. Sinister. When our heroes, they fought against Stasis and his mask came off and it showed Mr. Sinister. So now there's two of them in the world. And the question is, how is that possible? Now, once Emma Frost in the Quiet Council shows Sinister that, hey man, there is another you out there, he freaks out. He runs away, which honestly, I'll do the same thing too if someone tells me, hey, there's two in the world right now and we have no idea why. So he runs away fast. And you have the Quiet Council try to chase him down because they believe he did this on purpose. And the question is, why? Why would he do this for? Now, he's trying to go through a portal that will take him to his secret laboratory. But right before he does that, well, Destiny is there. And let's not forget, when it comes to Destiny, she can see the future. Not always correct, but a lot of times it has been correct. And apparently she did see something coming down the road for the mutant race, but especially for her, Mystique, Sinister, I also want to say Rogue as well. And so this is her saying, hey Sinister, I know what you have planned. And he's all like, get out of the way. I don't care if you know what I got planned. I have to get out of here and try to figure out why in the world there are two of me on Earth right now. And so once he's able to reach his lab, we get reminded of his secret plan, which is Moira Taggart. Because remember, she has the ability to reincarnate after she dies. Once she dies, she is able to relive her entire life all over again, but at the same time, keep the memories she had from her past life. So she is able to remember everything from her past life. She's technically somebody who can reset the timeline over and over again. Sinister found out about that. And so what he did was he made a bunch of clones of her so that he is able to use her as a reset button. He'll just kill off one of his clones after giving that clone a set of memories of what's happening in the current timeline. And then the new version of himself will come and get Moira Taggart and then download those memories to learn what happened in the past so that they are able to reach their big main goal. And so right now, his bright idea, okay, it's time for me to hit the reset. Let me go ahead, kill her off right now. A new timeline will be made and my new self will learn about this past timeline. Unfortunately, he realized that is the wrong move because he wants to figure out how in the world is there two of them? Did someone make a clone of him or is he the clone? And so his main goal is to say, you know what? Let me work with the Quiet Council and try to figure this out. And this leads into our ultimate conclusion because once you have Sinister come back out of his laboratory, back to the island to confront the Quiet Council, they say, hey man, listen, come with us and we'll try to figure things out. Except out of nowhere, a beam of light comes straight down. It grabs Sinister and he's gone just like that. And you're left to wonder what in the world just happened. Now, for some members of the Quiet Council, they believe that he just disappeared to get away once again. But some say, no, I believe Homeboy just kidnapped. And the question is now, by who? And so this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So please leave me a like down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But guys, see y'all next time. Later.